You've probably heard it all before. Running ruins your knees. Or, you need exactly 8 hours of sleep every night. But how much of this is actually true? Today, we're going to bust these myths and uncover the real science, backed by Harvard professor and evolutionary biologist Daniel Lieberman. Lieberman's research gives us a fresh perspective on how our bodies are designed to function and thrive. He reminds us that our ancestors didn't face the same health problems we do today, and a lot of it comes down to how our lifestyles have changed. From the way we eat to how we move, or don't move, our daily habits often work against our biology. In this video, we're going to explore 8 health myths that many people still believe. But it's time to set the record straight with real facts and actionable insights. Myth 1. Running ruins your knees. Let's kick things off with a myth that stops a lot of people from staying active. Running ruins your knees. We've all heard it, and it's enough to make anyone think twice before lacing up their running shoes. But Lieberman's research shows that running is not only safe for your knees, but can actually help strengthen them. Contrary to popular belief, runners have been found to have a lower incidence of knee osteoarthritis than non-runners. The movement encourages cartilage to rebuild rather than deteriorate, keeping your joints healthy over the long term. What really damages your knees isn't running itself, but improper form, overtraining, or not listening to your body when it needs rest. Lieberman points out that humans evolved to run long distances, and our knees are designed to handle that activity. It's about making sure you run correctly and allow your body time to recover. So, if you've been avoiding running because you're worried about your knees, think again. Just make sure you're training smartly. Moderate running, combined with proper footwear and technique, can actually protect your joints rather than harm them. Myth 2. Sitting is the new smoking. Sitting is the new smoking has become a catchy phrase, but is it really accurate? While sitting for long periods isn't ideal, the comparison to smoking is an exaggeration. Lieberman argues that the issue isn't sitting itself, but rather how long we stay inactive without any movement. Our ancestors sat frequently, but the difference is that they moved regularly throughout the day, standing, walking, bending, and stretching. Sitting becomes a problem when we do it for hours on end without interruption. What's important is not to avoid sitting entirely, but to break up periods of inactivity with movement. Stand up every 30 minutes, take a quick walk, or even just stretch your legs. Lieberman's research shows that even small bursts of activity can significantly reduce the risks associated with prolonged sitting. So, while sitting isn't great if done excessively, it's not the new smoking. It's about how you balance sitting with movement throughout the day. The solution is simple. Sit less, move more. Myth 3. You need 8 hours of sleep every night. Let's talk about sleep. One of the most common pieces of advice we hear is that everyone needs exactly 8 hours of sleep each night to be healthy. But Lieberman's research suggests that this number is more of a guideline than a hard rule. People in non-industrial societies, who arguably live closer to the natural rhythms of human biology, tend to sleep about 6 to 7 hours per night. And they're just as healthy, if not healthier, than those who strive for a strict 8 hours. The truth is, sleep needs vary from person to person, and quality of sleep is often more important than quantity. In fact, oversleeping can be just as harmful as getting too little sleep. Lieberman notes that when people aim for 8 hours but lie awake for long periods, it can lead to frustration and stress, which negatively impact sleep quality. Instead of focusing on hitting the magic number, pay attention to how you feel during the day. If you're well rested after 7 hours, that's likely enough for you. The key takeaway here is that there's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to sleep. Listen to your body and adjust your routine accordingly. Myth 4. Sugar is the only villain in your diet. Sugar has gotten a bad reputation, and while it's true that too much sugar is harmful, it's not the only thing in your diet you need to worry about. Lieberman explains that the real issue isn't just sugar, but processed foods in general. These foods tend to be low in nutrients and high in additives, which can cause inflammation and lead to chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes. The key isn't to eliminate sugar completely, but to limit your intake of processed foods and replace them with whole foods that provide fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Lieberman also points out that focusing solely on sugar can distract from other important dietary issues. For example, cutting out sugar but eating large amounts of refined carbs or unhealthy fats won't improve your health. It's about balance and making sure your diet is rich in whole foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Rather than obsessing over sugar, think about the overall quality of your diet. When you focus on nutrient-dense foods, you naturally reduce your sugar intake and improve your health without feeling deprived. Myth 5. Exercise is only for weight loss. Another myth we need to bust is the idea that exercise is only useful for weight loss. Many people start exercising to shed pounds, but Lieberman emphasizes that the benefits of physical activity go far beyond the scale. Regular exercise helps maintain muscle mass, improves cardiovascular health, and boosts mental well-being. In fact, studies show that even moderate exercise can reduce the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, cancer, and diabetes, regardless of whether it leads to significant weight loss. It's important to reframe how we think about exercise. Lieberman points out that in evolutionary terms, our bodies are designed to move regularly. Exercise helps regulate hormones like insulin and cortisol, improves blood circulation, and supports brain health. So even if the number on the scale doesn't change as quickly as you'd like, your body is benefiting in many ways. Exercise isn't just about burning calories. It's about keeping your entire system running smoothly. Remember, health isn't just measured by weight, but by overall wellness. Myth 6. You need protein shakes to build muscle. The fitness industry often pushes the idea that you need protein shakes or supplements to build muscle, but that's not necessarily the case. Lieberman points out that most people get more than enough protein through their regular diet. In fact, too much protein, especially from processed supplements, can be harmful, leading to kidney strain and other health issues. Whole foods like lean meats, beans, and legumes provide all the protein your body needs, without the risks associated with overconsumption. Lieberman emphasizes that while protein is essential, it's important to focus on a balanced diet rather than relying on supplements. Your body also needs a range of vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients to build muscle effectively. Instead of reaching for a protein shake after every workout, aim to get your protein from natural whole food sources. This not only supports muscle growth, but also provides your body with the nutrients it needs for overall health. Remember, there's no magic bullet when it comes to building muscle. It's about consistency, balance, and smart nutrition. Myth 7. Sleeping longer makes you healthier. Finally, let's address the idea that sleeping more always makes you healthier. While sleep is crucial for recovery and overall health, too much sleep can actually have the opposite effect. Lieberman notes that oversleeping is associated with higher risks of conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and even depression. It turns out that quality of sleep is much more important than simply spending more hours in bed. The goal should be to get enough high-quality sleep to wake up feeling refreshed, not to chase an arbitrary number of hours. So, how much sleep is enough? Lieberman suggests that around 7 hours per night is ideal for most people. Going beyond that doesn't necessarily add extra health benefits, and in some cases, it can make you feel groggy and less alert during the day. Instead of focusing on quantity, work on improving the sleep environment and routine to enhance the quality of the rest. Sleep isn't just about resting. It's about recharging your body and mind to function at their best. Remember, staying healthy isn't about following rigid rules or trends. It's about listening to one's body, finding what works, and making small, consistent changes that lead to long-term success. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more health tips and myth-busting content. And don't forget to comment below which myth surprised you the most. Thanks for watching, and stay healthy.